Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It is Wednesday, midweek. Nice sunny day before American Thanksgiving tomorrow. In fact, I had to find a little shadier spot. It's so bright right now at this neck of the woods near my house. A few international games to talk about with relevance for Spurs now. The first one that I was interested in was Wales and Turkey, and I wasn't able to watch it, but ended up being a 1-1 draw, which is actually, considering Turkey won the group, a competitive game, but it sounds like officiating was terrible and highly biased towards Turkey, and that's even corroborated by several Turkish fans on the Spurs Reddit section. Yeah, and they were like, definitely unusual because they're used to not having good officiating go against them. But apparently there were at least a few possible penalties that just weren't called. And then Turkey, I think, got a pretty ridiculous one or something like that. Anyway, unfortunate outcome for Wales. Croatia won their game, and so they definitely clearly finished second in the group. Will advance with Turkey. Wales still can advance via the playoffs, so they're not completely done. But got to be frustrating for the players like Davies and Brennan Johnson to have a game go like that. I think in light of Croatia winning anyway, they would have still had the advantage, even if Wales had won. But anyway, always frustrating to have a game like that. Switching gears out of Europe-related stuff, Sonny in South Korea had a big game with China, and there was a lot of leading up to the game, there was a lot of ridiculous smack talk from Chinese players and basically alluding to potentially injuring Sonny, and just a lot of gross disrespect. And anyway, but Korea had the last laugh actually, and Son in particular, he ended up with 2 goals and assists, 1 off the penalty, and 1 off a header of all things. So everything was going his way. Korea went on to win. I think it was it 3-1 or was it 3-0? They definitely had 3 and got the win. So that's the important part. But definitely. And also I heard that a Chinese Spurs, because it was in China, I think, a Chinese Spurs fan was assaulted for wearing, some kind of Spurs paraphernalia as well, which, not cool. So other games, South America-wise, Uruguay got a 3-0 victory over Bolivia, and Bentancur started and played 86 minutes, and he played well. So very encouraging, certainly, although at the same time I'm still very wary of overplaying him early in his comeback. So mixed feelings about it. It sounded like Bolivia was parking the bus pretty much, and it wasn't like a real up and down, lot of running and etc. It was more Uruguay kind of dominated possession anyway, and even though Bentancur was, it sounded like he was starting in kind of that defensive 6 kind of role, but he still had that opportunity to do some offensive things just because of the nature of the way Bolivia was playing and not getting the ball into dangerous areas in Uruguay's defensive third, say. But yeah, so very encouraging. I'm just very curious to see how Ange Postecoglou wants to handle Sunday's game against Aston Villa. Very happy that we're already coming up on it. It's interesting too, because my inclination in some ways would be we'll see. But in terms of before I get into that, I'm getting way ahead of myself. There was one other game, Argentina, Brazil, and Argentina ended up winning 1-0. I think they're away actually, and more importantly, Gio Lo Celso had the assist on the goal, and so yeah, he's playing well right now. Right when we need him potentially with Madison out. So yeah, real questions about who we should play going into Sunday's match. My inclination kind of is still to start Sarr and potentially, I don't know. So do we? Yeah, who do we put in the 6th spot? Mixed feelings. And actually, or could we put Sarr in that spot? I don't know. Maybe not. But definitely, I feel like there are a ton of options. And I'm curious to see what Ange feels like is the best choice. I don't want to play... I definitely don't want to play Bentancur much more than 60 minutes of game time. But maybe it is better to start him then and then bring in Højbjerg. And at the same time, but then again, is he going to start in that 8 spot? Some people think that's where Bentancur should start, and no Lo Celso. So yeah, good problem to have. Some good options potentially, and a lot of questions from the outside, at least, on who the right choice is going into that game. So I'm curious to see what people are speculating coming into the few days ahead, and Ange's pre-match press conference, which will probably come on like Friday, I guess, Friday morning. Definitely encouraging, though, that Bentancur was able to go a full game. And, now the question is, who to pick. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up for today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. I've actually been stuck on like 19 subscribers for a few weeks, I think. So if you can get me over the line to 20, that would be awesome. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and remember, to dare is to do.